Hi and welcome. I'm Simon Hall. I'm also known as Ref Grassroots on Twitter, and I'm also a member of Steel City RA. Now, what I wanted to talk about was the Saturday games, and there were some interesting decisions that we can all learn from, and there was things that we actually saw that, again, we could add to our game. You know, actually watching the elite assistants and the elite referees, we could take a lot from the games. Now, the interesting game for me, where there was the two big incidents, and that was the Southampton and Villa game. Okay, so early doors, you had a huge cry out for a penalty from a handball. And this is interesting, this. If I just share the screen with you, so I'm just going to share the screen, that one. Okay, just click share. Right, now you can see this screen here, okay? Now, when you often see on social media, somebody a still and then a slate in the referee, they're saying, oh, look, how can this not be an handball? And do you know what? When you look at that, you would say that's handball. If I saw that just as it is, handball. Well, actually, it isn't, because the law says if it deflects from your own body onto your arm, it can't be handball. And this is what happens in this case. Now, whether the law is written correctly or not within the spirit of the game is a whole different thing. But in the laws of the game, that is not a handball. Okay, so just be careful if you're responding on social media as a referee to say, oh yeah, well I would give that or whatever. Remember, you've not always got the full picture, and the fact is that's deflected off his leg and then onto his arm. So you know, spot on decision there. Okay. The other one is, in fact, I'll zoom in on this one because this was a big shout, and everyone's going, "Oh no, it's level," and there's various different things. Now, on this particular image, you'll see a really thick black line. Well, actually, the ones that they use at VAR are very, very fine lines. Okay, so they can actually see. And what you're looking at between the two here, it's quite an interesting look on who's who, because a lot are saying, hang on, that is bang on level, when actually it's not. Okay, and the reason it's not is because you've got no handball on there, and they use the same line to determine offside. If you actually look at the arm, it is just slightly extended just here. Okay, so again, I think the assistant was Simon Long on that one, not sure, but he gets that right in real time and needs credit. Now, there's a lot of saying, how can it's ruining the game, but the offside law is the offside law. Yeah, it says, you know, any part of your body attacking, you know, so even if it's a millimetre, it's offside. Now, a lot of people said this about VAR when it comes in, to be careful what you wish for. And that certainly seems to be what's happened. Okay, I'm going to just stop that there. So that was actually interesting. Now, we learned that in the law, obviously the handball. The other one was Michael Oliver in the Arsenal-Manchester United game. I'm hoping people saw this because there was a bit of heat rising with Bruno Fernandes, and then he got his own back. Okay, you've got to spot these in your game. So on a Sunday morning, wherever you are, you've got to spot these in your game. All right, where the temperature rises between two players. Then Bruno Fernandes should have had a yellow for his late tackle because it was down the back. It wasn't a red, but it was definitely a yellow, and that's why VAR couldn't come in. If it was a red, VAR could have done something on that, but because it's a yellow, they can't. All right, so just in case you're wondering why nothing actually came of that, even though it was looked at. But to notice that the temperature of the game has changed, especially between two players, you know, sometimes it is worth just a little word in the ear to say, I'm watching. Any foul on that other player, you know, I'll have you. And that seems to be a really, really good thing to learn. The one I want to talk about as well, something that was really positive, is the Stuart Atwell in the Everton game, Everton Newcastle. Now, Stuart Atwell, you know, his history people always go back to. But you look at him now. Let's look at him as his last game, because yesterday's game he was spot on. Okay, his movement, his sprinting, getting into the box, and when to do that last 5 yard sprint just to get the right angle. But the bit I'm going to tell people to watch, you know, nip on match of the day, it's in the injury time of the game at the very, very end. And as it breaks, you watch him turn, he realizes where the counter attack is. He sprints to get up back right up there to play. He then slows down and you'll see him glance over, and he now knows where every player is ahead of him, of where the potential of that ball is going to go, because it's all about refereeing, it's all about reading the game, and he knows. And you watch him turn, you watch him as he moves his angle across to where that ball is going to go. He knows there's nothing on it. If he carried on his run, there's nothing for him to referee there, but potentially when that ball goes across, there's going to be something for him to referee, and he automatically makes that movement across. Advise anyone to watch that and not learn. As a referee, watch it and learn, because it's great movement. He's looking, he looks at the right time when there's no immediate threat with the player on the ball. So it's a really, really good piece of refereeing. So I'm gonna leave it there for yesterday's game, because there's not too much controversy. That people say, well, the Southampton Villa game it wasn't within the letters of the laws of the game. But if you want to comment, please feel free. You know, don't go, oh no, you got it wrong. No, why not rewrite the law? Have a look at the law, exactly what it is, and how would you rewrite it, and put your idea forward. You know, we're in this together. You know, I was all for VAR. Now I'm not so sure. Okay. But then there's certain decisions now, and they are getting better at it, of using it for the right decisions. Okay. So, you know what? We've got to accept the offside for the way it's written at the moment. Okay. And take that on the chin. Look, I'll be back very, very soon, probably 24 hours after we've watched today's game. So look, have a great day. Stay safe, everyone. Okay, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's ref_grassroots, or you can also Steel City Refs on Twitter as well. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.